Simply find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization, roots or solutions for the quadratic equation. So we will be looking for the zeros of the quadratic polynomials given to us. Factorize your quadratic polynomial. You will obtain two linear factors and take those linear factors equal to 0. Obtain the values of x. Quickly going over the steps. जैसे आप zeros find out करते थे, exactly like that. The first step will be to factorize your quadratic polynomial if it can be factorized and obtain two linear factors. Equate each of the linear factors equal to 0 and find out the value of your variable. If you want, you may write these steps for yourself in case you have forgotten कि हम zeros कैसे निकालते थे. आपको सबसे पहले आप अपने quadratic polynomial को factorize करना है. That means you want to write down quadratic polynomial equal to product of linear factors. This is important. The factors that we obtain should be linear. Take each linear factor equal to 0. Question number 1, first part, x square minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. Kindly split the middle term. You want the product.
Ma'am,
Minus
x square
5x
minus
plus
5x
2x.
plus 2x.
The product should be equal to minus 10 and the sum should be equal to minus 3. So pick suitable factors to give you the product equal to minus 10 and the sum equal to minus 3. Vidhi, Vita, can you answer? How will you split the middle term?
Ma'am, x square plus 2x minus 5x minus 10 is equal to 0.
Regroup and factorize the terms in pairs. You get x into x plus 2 minus 5 times x plus 2 equals to 0. The two linear factors we have are x plus 2 and x minus 5 equals to 0. So take each of the linear factors equal to 0 and obtain the values of x. The values could be distinct, the values could be equal. Second part, we have 2x square plus x minus 6 equals to 0. Arman Basra. Rashika, beta, can you answer? How will you factorize this? Will you use identity or split the middle term? Rashika. Sahibpreet. Sahaj. Tanveer, Tashampreet,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, how will you factorize the quadratic polynomial here? Product required to split your middle term will
Ma'am,
be equal
12
to
minus 12.
minus 12, and the sum required is
Ma'am, some difference required.
it's actually the sum depending on the signs of the numbers you use to split your middle term. You would have to subtract
And
or
then,
add them.
ma'am, लिखना 2x square plus bracket open. Ma'am, एक मिनट minus 12.
And plus 4 and minus 3.
Plus
हाँ जी
4
मैम,
and
plus 4x minus 3x bracket close minus 6.
now you may
अब 2x
regroup.
square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. अब मैम इधर कॉमन आएगा 2x ब्रैकेट ओपन x plus 2 minus 3 ब्रैकेट ओपन x plus 2. हाँ जी, अब 2x
X plus
minus 3
That's right. Thank
और
you so
2x
much.
minus 3.
Take each of the factors equal to 0, obtain x. X equals to -2 and x equals to 3/2. Third part, you have not worked on this type of quadratic polynomials a lot. I don't remember doing it last year. I don't think there were many questions in your assignment. This is actually an important type. Third question, question number 1, third part. Factorizing √2x² plus 7x plus 5 times under √2. The product required is 10 and the sum required is 7. So split your middle term in such a way that the sum should be 7 and the product should be 10. This one's actually very easy if you want to split the middle term, but the part where you regroup and take common factors, that's a little tricky. Middle term split करना बहुत convenient है यहाँ पे. You could just take 2x and 5x. The sum is 7x and the product for the coefficient is 10. Regroup and take common factor from both pairs. Pair of first and the second term, pair of third and the fourth term.
√2 common from the first pair.
From the first pairs, square root of 2 can be
√2x.
√2x, and the factor in
X
the
plus
bracket will be
√2.
x plus
X plus
square root
√2.
of 2. From the last two,
5 into x plus
5.
5x plus √2.
and just check once the binomials match, and then you may proceed to the next step. These type of questions are generally given where you have irrational coefficients. लिखा होता है साथ में कि आपको इसको solve करना है using factorization. They will write this down that you have to solve by factorization. So you should know if your coefficients are containing irrational numbers, how will you carry out the factorization? If you want, you may rationalize the second one because the denominator is irrational. Sometimes the answers are given in that way. Depends on various, like book to book it will vary. Answer कई बार जब देते हैं तो अगर denominator irrational है, you obtained an answer where the answer contains irrational denominator, the book may provide you with an answer where that denominator has been rationalized. तो compare कर लेना. There are a few parts where you would feel your answer is different. सिर्फ एक ही change है वहां पे, denominator is rationalized. It's actually the same value. Fourth part, we have 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equals to 0. Let's simplify before we start. हाँ जी बेटा.
Ma'am, there you have written under root 2x plus under root 5. Shouldn't it be 5?
Oh, one second. This will be 5 under root 2, negative 5 under root 2. Fine. Okay, I actually called out the names of the students whose mic and cameras both are off and they did not respond even. Arman Basra. Barmehek.
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, can you help me with the answer for this part? What will be the first step? हम ऐसे पॉलिनोमियल को फैक्टराइज कर सकते हैं कि आपको इसको सिंपलीफाई करना है? That's right, Rajvansh. This is a very simple question. अभी तो फैक्टराइजेशन पे भी नहीं आए. Can we do the factorization as such or we would simplify?
Ma'am, simplify.
And how can we do that?
Ma'am, LCM.
Take LCM. What would be the LCM for the terms here?
Ma'am, 8.
All right, let's take the LCM as 8. You get 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equals to 0. 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equals to 0. The denominator when transposed to the right hand side, it becomes 0. Now you can proceed if any identity is applicable or if you want to split the middle term. Identity is applicable here. You have 4x square and 1 squared. The middle term, it's the product of the bases. The identity formed is 4x minus 1 whole square. I'm going to write this as product of two linear factors rather than writing it as a whole square. Expanded form mein likha hai maine, so that I have two linear factors and then I can equate each of them equal to 0. I will be getting two values of x, but those values will be same. That means the zeros are equal, the roots are equal.
X equals to 1 by 4.
Second linear factor also gives you the same value. I'm doing this deliberately. Please mark, you are obtaining two equal roots here. It's not necessary that you have to use the identity. अगर आइडेंटिटी लग रही है, आप नहीं आइडेंटिफाई कर पा रहे हो, आपने स्प्लिटिंग द मिडिल टर्म के साथ अपना सम कर दिया है, you will obtain the same answer. It will not be wrong. fifth part. Once again, observe if you can use an identity or you would like to split the middle term.
Identity.
Identity.
Is applicable. The first term is a perfect square. The last term is also a perfect square. The middle term is made up of double the product of your bases. Putting it in concise form, 10x minus 1 whole square equals to 0. The linear factors are 10x minus 1, 10x minus 1. Equate them to 0 and find out x.
X equals to 1 by 10.
X equals to 1 by 10. Has everyone completed this?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's wait a minute.
No,
Complete it
ma'am.
and complete it, and then we will take up the next question. Armanjot, may I know why your video is off? Armanjot Singh. Ashpreet, beta, have you done this?
Which question?
This exercise?
Yes, ma'am.
Aryan Madan?
Done, ma'am.
Question number 2, solve the problems given in example number 1. We will come back to this question. Let's take up the rest of the questions in the exercise. Example पे हम बाद में करते हैं. Question number 3, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and the product is 182. Now, just an idea, sometimes students prefer to begin with two variables, but बाद में वो reduce कर लेते हैं equation which contains just one variable. As for this question, you may start with two variables representing the two numbers. X plus Y as 27, their product is a 182. So what you would like to do is, किसी एक वेरिएबल की वैल्यू फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में से निकाल के सेकंड में पुट कर लो. This is one way of doing it. Once you do that, the equation you obtain will be a quadratic equation. आपके पास दो रिलेशंस बन रहे हैं, x and y are representing your numbers. आप फर्स्ट में से x या y की वैल्यू निकाल लो, उसको 2 में पुट कर दो. आपकी जो इक्वेशन बनेगी from afterwards, that will be a quadratic equation. Or you may directly start by assuming the numbers using one variable. That's the other option. Using the sum, we can assume the numbers as x and 27 minus x. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
then we
ma'am.
write down their product equals to 182. Both ways it's fine. Even if you're starting with two variables, ensure you're converting your equation into a quadratic form which has only one variable. Or you may begin with just one variable. I'm going to do it with one variable. कोशिश वैसे आपको ये करनी चाहिए कि आप एक वेरिएबल के साथ सारी वैल्यूज अज्यूम करो एंड देन यू मेक योर इक्वेशन.
Ma'am, question 3. Acha, okay, okay.
So this time I'm not writing it in detail. I have directly written that the numbers will be x 27 minus x. The product is 182. Form your quadratic equation and you have to solve it this time.
X square minus 27, x plus 180.
The product is 182, right? Let's factorize. We have x square minus 27x plus 182 equals to 0. Those who still have trouble with factorization, they may proceed by writing down what is the product we need and what is the sum required. The product will be equal to 1 into 182. We require the product to be positive 182. The sum should be minus 27. You can obtain the factors of 182 and then decide how you'll split your middle term. आपको जितना product चाहिए उसके factors बनाना.
Minus 13 and minus 14.
Minus 13x minus 14x. Regroup the terms and factorize. From the first pair, x is common. From the second pair, 14 is common. The linear factors are x minus 13, x minus 14. In order to write down your answer, consider both possibilities. If x is 13, one of the numbers is 13 and the other one is 14. Numbers के केस में usually इतना change नहीं होता. If you have quantities, then there is a difference. So be careful. Is there anyone in your class whose sibling name is Arush? Considering the second possibility, if x equals to 14, then one of the numbers will be 14 and the other one will be 27 minus 14 equals to 13. So the pair of numbers they're talking about is 13 and 14. The sum is 27 and the product is 182. Again, I'm insisting on the last step where I have written both answers possible. अगर हम x की पहली वैल्यू लेते हैं तो हमारे आंसर्स क्या आएंगे, अगर हम x की दूसरी वैल्यू लिखते हैं तो हमारे आंसर्स क्या आएंगे. Question number 4. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. You want to write down two consecutive positive integers. Simply consecutive integers.
X and x plus 1.
X and x plus 1. We want to write down the sum of the squares of these two. X square plus x plus 1 whole squared equals to 365. Simplify. Your equation becomes 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 equals to 0. I was wondering about something, the students who are giving their tests. Beta, I expect you to take the tests honestly. अगर नहीं prepared जितना आता है उतना करो. Don't copy from, like books or online. Books तो वो भी नहीं खोलनी होती. You don't even put effort to, turn the pages or look for the answer. Maybe it's a question from your textbook. Online, directly search for the
Ma'am.
answer. Yes.
मैम वो जो टेस्ट वाला दूसरा क्वेश्चन था वो बता दो.
I would have to turn to the test beta right now. Wait. Could you just go over the question? Can you remind me? Because I'm
हाँ जी
conducting.
मैम.
Bolo beta. You will have to only adjust the signs. Factors for 182, 13 and 14. We require the middle term to be positive. So this is how you have done. 14x minus
Yes, ma'am.
36. Regrouping from the first pair. X is common, from the second pair negative 13 is common. The two linear factors are x plus 14, x minus 13 equals to 0. Take each linear factor equal to 0, obtain the answer for x. So the possibilities that we have here are that x could either be equal to negative 14 or x could be equal to positive 13. Now go back to your statement. जो आपको question दिया था, उन्होंने कहा था integers are positive. I did indicate in the previous exercise. The word positive है, उसका assumption करने से कोई concern नहीं है, उसका answer से concern है. So when you obtain your answer, keep in mind that the value should be positive. So this value will be rejected.
13 and 14.
And write down the reason if you want that the integers are positive. Because it's given integers are positive. Required नहीं होगा ये exam में indicate करना वैसे. Just for you to remember, why did we reject this value? So there is only one possibility that the first positive integer is 13 and the second integer is 14.
14.
13 plus 1. Consecutive ले रहे हैं तो next जो आएगा. Anyone who's writing this down?
No, ma'am.
Fifth question, the altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeters less than its base. Hypotenuse is 13 centimeters. Find the other two sides. You have exact measurement for the hypotenuse. A relation between the perpendicular and the base is given. So we will start by assuming the two. Altitude equals to base minus 7 centimeters. So you can assume any one of the two, either the altitude or the base, and then find out what will be the second value. Accordingly form your equation. Since nothing else is given to us, सिर्फ इतनी सी चीजें दी हैं आपको. Altitude is 7 centimeters less than the base. Hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. To form the equation, you have to think of something on your own.
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem. Tanveer,
Yes, ma'am.
beta, can you tell us what is the result for the Pythagoras theorem? Anyone else?
perpendicular square
C
equals to
square plus B square equal to
Ma'am,
X
a
square.
square plus a square is equal to b square plus c square.
Hypotenuse square will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Perpendicular is the altitude itself. Form your equation by using the values. Simplify. This is the equation you obtain after simplifying it all. Common factor 2 aega before this step. And this is what you get. Tell me if you've done till here. And then do the factorization. Ashpreet, by the time the students are doing the simplification, help me split the middle term.
x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60.
Regrouping the terms, we have x into x minus 12 plus 5 into x minus 12 equals to 0. The linear factors are x minus 12 and x plus 5 equals to 0. From here, the values of x are either 12 or negative 5. Now consider your statement, are both values acceptable to us, or we will be rejecting either of these?